Hi, this is Chris Dwayne, and I'm making an AudioNote demonstration for this ebook. What you'll see is that I have the AudioNote file open. It's down here on my uh, bar, my applications bar. And what I did is I opened it up. I saved it as AudioNote demonstration. And then I opened my QuickTime player, which I know that from previous experiences you can't see this right now, but here is my little QuickTime recording button playing right there. When I do that, I have to make sure that I have all of these switches thrown so that I have my speaker on the right uh, selection. And I want this to be a high quality screencast, and it's going to save it in my movies. So when I'm done, I want to know where to look for it. Okay, so now that we've gotten through that and we're going to make sure that I've got my microphones done, I'm going to bring us back to the AudioNote Notepad and Voice Recorder application. What I want to point out here is some particulars about the AudioNote program. It has an excellent sound system. It has an excellent ability to pick up recordings that are not right in front of it with a microphone. What I did to make this note example was to go to the ASCD website. I opened up one of the archived webinars and I played it. As I played it, you'll see that I have these numbers in this left-hand margin. What this means is that if I'm looking for this, all I have to do is click on this, and this will take me and give you the sound of the recording at that particular time. You'll see that the clock runs, and wherever I haven't been typing, there are no numbers. The reason this is particularly helpful is because sometimes all we need to do is jot down the trigger phrase that we're looking for, and this will take us back to the exact part of the recording from the audio file that speaks to that particular note. Again, you'll note down here that we go down here. These are all in sequence. And there is a note that is out of sequence because I went back and filled it in. Let me see if I can find it. 322, 355, 4. I don't see it. But I had gone in and put in an extra note about something. And what you'll see is if you look at this, one of these are out of order. I don't see it, but I know it's here. Anyway, so what I do is I can scroll down, and I only recorded 10 minutes of this, but this was and here you'll see that even though I am finished with this recording on the AudioNote file, I can come in here and create spell check without any problem to the file. I can continue down here, and you'll see that I stopped this at 11:44. It was actually a 30-minute presentation, and I only recorded 11 minutes of it. But what I find is that for me, this is very useful. Again, if I am listening to a webinar, I do get to make a soundtrack of it. I do get to listen to it, and I get to make notes about it that I thought were important, and I get to keep them in an electronic and an audio file. I also found this very helpful when I went to a conference. I was able to have my iPad open. I was able to record all of the opening speeches, and I was able to put the remarks on a page like this so that I could go back and find the points that I wanted to use as a reference moving forward. I think this is a really great application. I know that in a classroom we may be hesitant because maybe we don't want our words recorded for whatever reason, but I think that as a professional going to conferences and trying to gather all that information simultaneously, listening, we want to jot this down, we want to hear all of those things, and we'll talk about the research about our working memory and visual and auditory input and how our brain works on that. But I think that this is a great tool to help us manage all of the information that we are trying to collect, and we want to be able to go back and access again in the future. I do want to point out that we can change the paper. I can make this a legal note. If I was doing a drawing, because you can draw on this, This is over here. There are drawings. You can use a drawing. You can have a graph background so that you can do that. You also can go in and pull up a PDF for background. So supposing you wanted someone to make notes on a picture, you could use that. You could also use it to make a quiz in class where you imported the PDF to put as the background. And then in your audio file, you could ask the students to locate and identify certain parts of a cell or of a chemistry project or draw the rain cycle, the water cycle, things like that. So there are a lot of ways you can use. You can also import pictures. So if you were taking a picture of something, maybe you went to a zoo and you were collecting, you would listen to a presentation and you wanted to bring a picture in, you could certainly do that as well. So I think this is a great tool. I downloaded it from the App Store. I think it was a $4.99 app, and I find it to be really helpful if I'm going to a conference. I hope this has been helpful. I enjoyed doing it, and I thank you for your time.